Now you ask, are tech acquisitions just in retail? No. GM Cruise, a little bit like PetSmart, Chewy, but I'd say even better because GM has gone all in terms of integrating Cruise to the point where Cruise is the future of the company. Now, many people poo-pooed GM at the time. It acquired Cruise in 2016 into 600 million valuation because it was generating zero revenue and it had something like 100 employees. And they knew what they were doing. GM, like Klaus Schwab had said, looked at the forces of disruption and innovation in its next 5-10 years and decided in 10 years' time, all vehicles will be electric and self-driving. And we need to be the best. We can't do it all in-house. We have to acquire the best. We're going to acquire Cruise, and they did it. And not only did they do that, they very intelligently raised capital from external sources while they diluted down from 100%. So 2.3 billion from SoftBank and 11.5 billion valuation. That's 2 years later. Dan Amon, who was the number two at GM, said, okay, it's time for me to run Cruise. And the Cruise founders were great. Super. Dan, thank you for joining, because now we know that if you're running our business, there's a better chance that our technology that we created, that we founded, will be on millions and millions of vehicles. We're happy to let you have the reins. We'll step back because you're going to help make our dream come true. And that's what they've been able to do. They raised, this is an especially interesting investment, 2.8 billion from Honda at a 15 billion valuation, but 2 billion of that was an R&D investment over 10 years of basically Honda licensing technology from GM, from its competitor, which is the whole point of what we call a techquisition. And then a year later, 9 months later, they raised another 1.2 billion, T. Rowe Price coming in. And here's what I find interesting. Even I was surprised when I read this in the Financial Times, September 2018. So around this time frame, analysts at Bernstein estimate that GM's public projections for Cruise could ultimately imply an equity value of more than $700 billion, 14 times GM's own valuation. Now, I read that and I thought, yeah, that's probably a little bit too much. However, knowing now that Tesla, yes, we know some of the reasons why it's worth 600 billion, but Tesla worth 600 billion today, this number starts to look a little more realistic. Now, 700 billion compared to 600 million is about 1,000 times ROI. This is serious stuff, right? This is real. These aren't made up. This is not a bubble.